Welcome to Mora FC. It is what it is, guys. I want this tutorial is beginners friendly. This tutorial is beginners friendly because I want the beginners to be able to cut and sew this style. I'm telling you, I want the beginners to be able to cut this. So I'm going to break it down in the simplest, in the easiest form. All the explanation that guys you need. Charlie, let me put on some dancing move here. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. So, like I said, this tutorial is for beginners because I want them to be able to cut and sew. So, if you're new to the channel, do one subscribe, like, and share. Tell a friend about Mora FC. It is what it is. I post videos every Mondays, so make sure you click on notification bell so you're never gonna miss any of my tutorial when I post. So, without wasting much time, so let's get started. Need the measurement. The measurements are very important to get the right measurement of that person. So I'm going to write down all the measurements here for you to see, and I'm going to break it down with the measurement for you to understand. Like I said, this tutorial is beginners friendly, so I'm breaking it down for the beginners to understand everything so that they too can able to cut and sew the style. It is what it is. So let me get my chalk. So the chest that I'm using is 38 inches, the length 33 inches, the shoulder, that's the back, is 18 inches. So these are the measurements we have not done yet, we have not finished yet. So you need to know that the chest, the CH stands for the chest, which is 38, the L, the length 33, and the back, the B, the shoulder, that's the B, that stands for, that's 18 inches. And we have the sleeve, the S, that's the sleeve length, 24 or 23 inches. So that's the X is the sleeve length. The neck and K is the neck, which is 15 inches. All measurements are in inches. I hope you're feeling it. It's left with the hip. I'll come back to the hip. So we divide the chest by 4. You divide the chest by 4, and that will give you 9.5 inches. You divide the chest by 4, that will give you 9.5 inches plus 1.5 inches, and that will give you 11 inches. You divide the chest by 4, and the length plus 2 inches. I'm going to add 2 inches to the length, and that will give me 35 inches. So the hip measurement is 38 inches. You need the hip measurement because the style is long. So I'm dividing the shoulder by 2, and that will give me 9 inches. So these are the measurements I'm using. The hip was also divided by 4, and that will give me 9.5 plus 1.5 inches, and that also will give me 11 inches. So these are the measurements that I'm using. So we're going to go by the chest measurement. Let's go by the chest measurement side and do some calculation over there as well. We're going to come back to the chest measurement. It's the CH, the chest measurement. I'm going to add 3.5 inches. You can add 2 inches, you can add 2.5 inches, but I'm adding 3.5 inches to the chest measurement, and that will give me 14.5 inches. That's 14.5 inches for the chest. So we are dealing with the chest measurement, this line. So we're going to leave the rest and concentrate on the chest and the length measurement first. So these are the two measurements that we're going to concentrate, the chest and the length for now. So if you're feeling totally, give me a thumbs up, like, share, tell a friend about Mora FC. It is what it is. You want to say hi to me, you want to follow me on my Facebook, it's Mora FC, Instagram, Mora FC, everywhere. I'm telling you, everywhere it's Mora FC. You're feeling it? So you can use your tape measure to do the division. Use a tape. I'm just using my tape measure to do the division here for you. You can use your tape measure to do the calculation here. You can divide your tape measure by 4, then you divide it by 2, then you get the actual measurement. So now I have my 14.5 inches here. 14.5 inches. And the length also, we're gonna have 35 inches. 35 inches. That is the length. That is the 35 inches. So I'm going to mark 3.5 inches. Remember, we added 3.5. This 3.5, we added it. So I'm going to mark 3.5 inches over here. So I'm going to fold my 3.5 inch. So when I fold it this way, I have to get 11 inches over there. This place have to be 11 inches. I'm supposed to get 11 inches, and my folding have to be 3.5 inches. So 3.5 inches. This folding, like I said, this folding can be 2.5 inches, it can be 3 inches, or 3.5 inches, or 4 inches, or 6. It depends how you want it, but I'm using 3.5 inches. You can make yours 3 inches or 2.5 inches. So let's get it on. I hope you're feeling it. This is the back. This is the back. You know, when we are cutting a senator tab, this is the front and this is the back. This is the back. So when you are cutting a senator tab, you know the back is always longer than the front. It's always longer than the front. So we are using the same measurement. So we're supposed to have 11 inches. So this is your 9.5 inches, your chest divided by 4, and you're showing allowance. Like I was saying, when we are cutting the senator tab, you know the back is always longer than the front. Not always though, because we have some kimono style outfit that they are all the same thing. Do you understand? So for this one, the back, we are not going to make the back longer than the front too much. Do you understand? We are going to make the back longer than the front too much. We're just only going to make the back 2 inches longer than the front. Just 2 inches. You know, when we are cutting the senator tab, we make the back longer than the front, like 3 inches, 3.5 inches, 4 inches, and 4.5 inches. Do you understand? When we are cutting the senator tab, most of the time the back is kind of longer than 4 inches or 3.5 inches. But on this style, there's a reason why I'm choosing 2 inches. That to get the perfect look. It's gonna come very beautiful and nicely. So like I was saying, on the top, when we are cutting, we have 4 inches. So you're gonna make that part be very long. To understand, this part is gonna be very long. I don't want it to be very long. I just want it that short thing. So when you put on the style, you're gonna see it's gonna be amazing there. So I'm going my shoulder slope 2 inches. Make a notch over here. I'm going here 2.5 inches. 2.5 inches. I have 2 videos on how to cut a senator tab perfect, well explained, nothing is hiding. So you can check on my playlist or check on the list below, on the description box below. You're gonna know that you're gonna see that I have 2 videos explain on how to cut a senator tab, how to fit it very well. It's well explained, nothing is hidden, nothing is hiding. So I'm gonna drag the front back like this, so it levels the back. Do you understand? So you can see that it's level the bottom has become so level. So my 2 inches will be on top or the shoulder side. So I fold it on 1/2 inch. It have to fall on top of 1/2 inch like that. Do you understand? It is what it is. So let's say if you have 4 inches over here, if I have 4 inches of 3.5 inches here, do you understand? If I have it 3, I'm going back to explain here. If I have that place, let's say the back is 4 inches long. So when I drag this one downwards, let's say this is my 4 inches line. the back, that's where the back reach. Let's see, that's where the back reach. So when I drag the front downwards to that line, you're gonna see that we're gonna have a big space at the shoulder side. We're gonna have 4 inches over here for a big space. So when I fold it back on the shoulder side, that design will pop out. You can see that it's falling out. I don't want that to happen. It's not going to give you a nice look. It's not going to be a nice look. I'm telling you, it's not going to give you a nice look. Do you understand? And I don't want that. That's why I gave the bag just 2 inches longer, so that you get the perfect look. You get the perfect look. I hope you understood what I mean. Like I said, I'm breaking it down the simplest thing, easier for you to understand every secret, every tip behind this style, so that when you cut, then you sew it, then you get a perfect look. Do you understand? It is what it is. It is what it is. That's why I'm explaining. I'm going back for you to understand every secret behind it. So we are not giving it 4 inches. We just need 2 inches. The back is only going to be just 2 inches longer than the front. Is okay. Don't let it be more than that. 2 inches is okay. So let me measure my 2 inches. You can see we have it 2 inches. Right. Give me a thumbs up. Like, share. Tell a friend to tell a friend about Mora FC. It is what it is. I'm making sure I have my exactly 2 inches. I don't want it more than that. So I fold it on top like this one. You just have to fold on top, but you need to leave ½ inch. You need to be on top of it on ½ inch. So let me measure my ½ inch here for you to see how the fold is going to be. So on the front shoulder line, I measure ½ inch over here and ½ inch over here. So this one have to fall on top of it. Let me draw a line for you to see. Because like I said, I want the beginners to be able to cut and make this star. I want all the beginners to be able to cut and make this star, you know. But let me clean all this measurement over here. I'm going to clean all this measurement over here. I don't want you can see it's too much there, so that you see everything clear. So let me pause my phone and so you can see I've cleaned all the measurement there. I hope you have the measurement there intact with you. Also, let me write all the measurement in this book on this paper. Please, if you are new to the channel, do subscribe, like and share. Tell a friend about Mora FC. It is what it is. So when I fold it like this, it has to fall exactly at the line that we drew over there on the ½ inch line. Then you just iron it. So the shoulder, you divide your shoulder into 2. Whatever you get, that will give you the measurement of your armhole. Your shoulder measurement, you divide your shoulder by 2. Whatever you get, that will give you the measurement of your armhole. That's a simple thing. That's a simple and easy thing that I don't want to give you more calculations so that it confuses you. Your shoulder measurement, you divide it by 2, and that will give you your armhole measurement. So here you divide your shoulder by 2, then you add your ½ inch to it. You add your ½ inch to it. So you make a curve over here. There's something over there. It's broken. That's making I don't get my curve well. So you come here ½ inch. You come inward on this line 1/2 inch. Some may even go like 1 inch. Do you understand? Some may even go like 1 inch. So you divide it here. You divide it by 2, and this is the half. You can see I'm on the same track at that part. So I'm connecting this line, this point, and this point with the middle. You can use your hand to do it. You can use your hand to do it if you don't have this curve. I don't normally use this curve when I'm working on this armhole, but because of you that I'm using this curve. If you have this curve, some people don't know how to use, where to use all these kind of curves. Do you understand? So you can use this curve for the armhole side. You just have to put it there for the mark, then you just draw your armhole. So you have something like very beautiful and easy. Morai FC, it is what it is. This is the back line. This line is the back, so I'm just curving for the back line as well. So I'll just cut this line first. So this is what I'm cutting, is stand for the back. When I finish cutting the back, then I'm going to trim inside a 1/2 inch for the front side. So I'm going to flip it like this. This cutting reduces the bulky side of the chest side. You can see when you wear a shirt and there will be a bulky in front of there. This reduce all this bulky out. It takes all this bulky out. So when it's come fitted, it looks very beautiful. But when the clothes is big, no matter how you do this side, it's still going to be a bulky there. You know, when you have, one thing about fashion is when the thing is fitted, you don't normally get comfortable when it's well fitted, but when it's loose, you're gonna get it more how you want it. So I'm going to measure from here to the hip line. That is why I measure the length. When you are taking the measurement, you have to look at the design. If the design is long, you have to measure the person's hip as well. So this is the hip. The hip can be 24, 25 and 26 inches. It depends the length of that person. So you can measure the person from the shoulder line to the waistline. Then you add 7 or 8 inches to it. 7 or 8 inches. Then you add it. That will give you the hip line. That will give you the hip line. Do you understand? You measure the person from the shoulder to the waistline. Then you add 7 inches to 8 or 18. That will give you the hip line. Or you just have to measure the person from the shoulder line to the hip of that person. You're feeling it, to the hip of that person. So we're gonna give it a small curve inside. It can be 1/2 inch, it can be 1 inch maximum. Don't go more than 1 inch. Do you understand? Don't go more than 1 inch. It have to be 1/2 inch or 1 inch. Do you understand? That to give it a shape. That will give it a shape. Second, you can use your hand to do this curve. You can use your hand to do this curve, or if you have the measurement, if you have this curve, you just have to use this curve. Do you understand? The reason why, that's why we got the hip measurement. That's why we got the hip line, so that it tells us where the curve have to end. Do you understand? It tells us where the curve have to end when you're making this curve. So the length, this is the length. You can see we have extra for the folding, so this have to be the bottom of it. Then we give it a shape. If you are new to the channel, please do subscribe, like and share. Tell a friend to tell a friend about Morai FC. If you want to follow me, if you want to say hi to me on my Facebook, the same name, Morai FC, at Morai FC. It is what it is. I have my WhatsApp line. They want to say hi to me, want to join my WhatsApp group, so that you know what is going on and what is not going on. It is what it is. Or you want to say hi to me, you are welcome. If you want to say a friend, you want to be my friend also, you are welcome. It is what it is. So we're gonna cut the neck. Like I said, I have 2 different videos that explains how to cut a perfect neck for any senator. For any senator type that you want to cut, I have a 2 videos, so I'm not going to explain about the neck here, but if you look at it, you can still follow it how to go about it. Check out my playlist. Check out my playlist. You're gonna see that I have 2 tutorial, different tutorial explaining how to get the perfect neck. And I also have another one that when you want to pop, sometimes our style, it have only half popping neck in front, just only the front. It also will teach you how to cut that kind of neck as well. So basically I have like 3 tutorial explaining how to cut a perfect neck to understand to any design that you prefer. It's more IFC, it is what it is. If you are not subscribed yet, if you have not subscribed yet, I don't know what you are waiting for. Please subscribe, like and share. Tell a friend about more IFC. As you are benefiting it, make sure you let other people also benefit by sharing it and give it a thumbs up and click on notification bell. So anytime I post a new video, you will be updated. So here I was just doing some calculation about the neck. You will see all this calculation in my tutorial about the neck side. Do you understand? I'm just doing a calculation here. So I'm drawing a straight line over here for you to see. This is my 2.5 inches. Have you seen the way I'm cutting it? You have to cut the way I'm cutting it right now. That is how you have to cut it. Just like that. Half inch. Remember we have 3.5 inch over there, so I'm marking half inch from that line. Half inch here, so that you're gonna left as 3 inches over there. So this half inch will be the bottom fold, the bottom, the placket of the t-shirt, the placket. So that will be the folding. It will gonna fall on top of each other. So that's the simplest and easier form that we go by this style. Three inches. So I'm going to divide that part into 2. Then it's more IFC. It is what it is. So it have to be equal. The two of them have to be equal. You know, one should have to be bigger than the other one, so everything have to be equal here. So when I open the back like this is the back. And I'm going to place this one on top for you to see the outcome. Cut. Obviously it lay on it perfectly. The neck, the armhole, the shoulder slope, you can see that it matches perfectly. You know, it is what it is. So this is what we have right here. There's something I'm going to do inside, and inside one, you know, the inside one, I don't want that to be very big, so I'm just going to trim some part off. You know, the one that lays on top, that folding, that part is big, it's okay. I want it to become big, but I don't want this small one. This is the place that I'm going to stick the bottoms to it. You're going to stick the bottom to it. The big ones are the one that you're going to make the bottom holes on it, and this one is the one that you're going to sew the bottoms on it. So I want this part to be very small, not big. That's why I'm trimming some part off. You can decide to leave it that way if you want, but I don't want that way, so I trim some part off, then I reshape that part, refold that part. But I have to end the same line, the folding line over there. You have to end at the same line. It's more IFC. It is what it is. So this is the part one of it. This is the part one of it. Wait for the part two. Like I said, I'm going step by step for the beginners to be able to cut and sew this beautiful style. So this is the part one. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. Keep on learning. If you have a question, ask me. If you need any help, ask me. More IFC, I'm here for you guys. To be honest, I'm here for you guys. That's why I'm giving you all these different styles. Check out my playlist. I have a lot of style over there. So you make sure you check it out and learn all the styles that you see. More IFC, it is what it is. So when I fold the bottom like this, just have to check. I'm checking the design in front, how long I want my design to be. When you fold it this way, you fold the bottom, then you check the design in front. I'm checking how long you want it to be. To understand how long you want that design to be, then you check on that part. God bless you all. Keep on learning. Never give up. Never give up. Keep on pushing. It's not going to be easy. You know, welcome to the fashion zone. Things not going to be easy here. To understand, but never give up. Keep on pushing. Keep on pushing yourself. Keep on learning. You know, keep on asking questions. If something is bothering you, ask. It's okay to ask for help if you need help. So we're gonna end here, and you wait for part two. So thank you so much. I really love you all. More IFC. It is what it is.